Title: Cluster Bombs for Ukraine, Game Changer or Humanitarian Nightmare? TLDR. The US is all set to send controversial cluster munitions to Ukraine, sparking both cheers and jeers around the world. Meanwhile, the whereabouts of a certain Russian mercenary boss remains a mystery, and Ukraine's grain deal hangs in the balance. All this while NATO leaders have a summit to worry about in Lithuania. Let's talk about cluster bombs for a hot minute. They're these gnarly little bundles of destruction that the US is thinking of giving to Ukraine, according to insider defense chit-chats. The Ukrainian forces have been struggling to score points against the Russian offensive, and Uncle Sam reckons these controversial munitions might just turn the tide. But get this, Germany's all nine-danker to sending any of their own cluster bombs to Ukraine because they've signed a treaty that bans these bad boys. So, we're left to wonder, are these weapons a necessary evil, or are we just upping the ante in an already horrifying war ? Meanwhile, the city of Lviv just experienced a nasty case of déjà vu with Russian strikes killing at least 10 people. The UN says over 9,000 civilians have died since Russia went all in on this invasion. But is this just the tip of the proverbial iceberg? How many more lives are really on the line? Ukraine's not sitting idle though, no sir. They've reportedly taken down 12 out of 18 drones that Russia launched at them. But the other 6? Well, that's a different story. They're also claiming they've pushed forward in the embattled eastern city of Bakhmut, applying the pressure on Russian forces. But is it enough to make a difference? In other news, the NATO squad is getting together in Lithuania, and they've got some big decisions to make. Meanwhile, the grain deal Ukraine has with the Black Sea remains as unsure as ever, and Yevgeny Prigozhin, aka the founder of Russian mercenary group Wagner, is playing hide and seek with the world. As all these dramatic developments unfold, it begs the question, what does the future hold for Ukraine? How will this geopolitical chess match play out and what moves are yet to be made? Checkmate or stalemate, the world watches on. Disclaimer: this article does not provide military or political advice, nor does it endorse any actions or stances mentioned. It merely aims to report events and provoke thought. So, what do you think, turned-up readers? Is the US right to send cluster bombs to Ukraine? What role should NATO play in all this? And where on earth is Yevgeny Prigozhin hiding? Fire up your keyboards and let us know your thoughts.